I am in Cancun today. If it's a little bit windy, apologies. But today I'm going to be literally just walking and just spitting information that I think may help you as a business owner. I don't care what you are, if you're a beginner. I don't care what you are, if you're an expert. I don't care what you are, if you're a fitness coach, if you're someone that help. I'm not doing this as a marketing device. I'm not doing this as something that people can watch that are gonna make them want to book a fucking calendar slot with me. Fuck that. I am literally today just gonna be walking the beach and spitballing some information that may help you. It may not help you. And honestly, I couldn't care less. So let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about not being mad or not trying to do something that is not in congruence with who you are. So the biggest thing for me that I realized personally is there's a lot of advice online. Advice telling you to take cold showers in the morning, be disciplined, eat a strict diet. And I followed that for a while. Right? I did a few bodybuilding shows myself. I was a religious cold shower taker. I would, take cold baths. I would do all this bullshit, read. And the only thing that I found that did for me is it was like it relieved a sense of pain because I would tell myself that I'm doing something productive. Meanwhile, it wasn't. Because in reality, I wasn't really accomplishing anything. All I was accomplishing at that time was just a sense. It was just a feeling. Just a feeling of, cool, okay, you took a cold shower, you accomplished this mission. Cool, good job. Surely better than scrolling on TikTok. But then you go to ask yourself on top of that, okay, what really matters then? All this shit like working out, all the shit like discipline, eating right. What does that lead to? A good physique? Dude, I got a good physique. I have abs, I've done shows, whatever. What does that lead to? What I've kind of realized personally is the only thing that really truly matters is really getting to a sense of freedom. And sure, there's freedom in terms of physically. If you're really fat, you gotta get in shape. We know that. But you need money. And you need to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's the biggest thing for me. Because I chased all this bullshit. I chased meditation, reading books, discipline, eating right, whatever, cold showers. Did that help me? Did that get me to where I am today? Sure, maybe that did help me physically, mentally, whatever. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing was just fucking starting. The biggest thing was just like, okay, I don't know anything about the industry that I'm getting into. I don't know anything about the business. I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna take the first step. I can't see the whole path, but I'm gonna walk down the path. The entire path I can't see 100%. That's fine, I get that. I'm just gonna start and see what happens. And that's what I did. Got to milestone A, got to milestone B, learned shit at each milestone. That led to milestone C. And then I'm at the point where I know a little bit more. Do I know everything? No. Do I know 20% of the information in the industry? No. I'm not even close. But the thing is, for me, it's mostly just the fact of ignoring all of this bullshit about all the things you have to do and doing the opposite. I personally am not super disciplined. Sure, I get up in the morning and I train. The only reason I do that is because it helps me make more money. Because I'm more energized throughout the day. I don't take cold showers. I don't fucking do all this bullshit. The only things I do are things that honestly help me make more money. Does being on this vacation help me make more money? Yes, it does. Why? Grounding, relaxation, research. I'm still working during this vacation, right? And I can do it. Nothing changes really for me. It's just a location thing. So, if you're someone who follows routines, like cold showers, like reading, all this bullshit, you can do that. But realize, if you are receiving mainstream information in the sense of stuff from TikTok, Instagram, shit that is mainstream, realize that there's a high probability of it being incorrect. There's a very high probability of it being false. Why? Because it's mainstream. Warren Buffett said, if the shoe shiner is talking about the stock, that's when you need to sell the stock. Same thing applies. If people are doing something, do the opposite. Same thing with stocks, same thing here. So don't be afraid, as someone who wants to be successful, to do the opposite of everyone. Sure, you can become a hyper normie and do everything, the same thing everyone else is doing. But is that really gonna help you get to the point where you're an absolute outlier? No. Cool. That's the first thing I wanted to talk about during this video. The second thing I wanted to talk about, is leaning into who you are. I'm fully stealing this from one of my mentors because I find it so fucking interesting. But as a man, you need to lean in to who you are. Let me give an example. I've been here for the past 6 days. As you can see, I'm sunburned. I'm sunburned. Right? I'm a white boy, I'm sunburned. And during this vacation, I realized a lot about myself. I realized that I can't fucking sit in one space. I realized I always have to be moving. I always have to be doing something semi-productive, or at least in my own mind, something justified as productive. Right? And a lot of people may say, hey, you're on vacation, relax. You know, do you, relax, chill, etc. What I realized is I'm better off leaning into my own cause. What does that mean? A lot of people may change what they're doing. Oh, I'm like this. I want to try to do this because it may help me reach that goal. Right? I disagree. I think you're better off as a person trying to lean into your own proverbial edge. So me as an example, I can't sit in one fucking spot. People may say, hey Ashton, you should work on you should work on patience, you should work on sitting into, who you are, you should work on relaxing more, etc. Going on vacations and just fucking sitting. I can't do that. I literally, today I've probably gotten 40,000 steps. I've been walking for the past fucking 6 hours. Just whipped up my phone, right? As a person, as a man, you're better off leaning into who you are, the divine parochial energy that you've been given, rather than trying to take on some false identity, which then you're only convincing yourself of that you are. So for me, I honestly just walk all day at this point. I don't care. I'm convincing myself that walking is more productive. This morning, I got up, 7 a.m. alarm went off. Instead of me going back to bed, what did I do? I said, okay, instead of me going back to bed, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna go sleep on the beach. At least that's more productive. I justified that in my mind. Is that more productive? Fuck no. But at least I justified it in my own mind. What a lot of people will do is they'll justify shit to themselves. I had a discussion with one of my buddies a few months ago. It's funny this is coming to mind. But what we were talking about, and the point that I brought up, is you can justify anything to yourself. If you are unable to justify something to yourself, that's when you will change. People don't change, right? So for example, drug addicts, heroin addicts, they justify to themselves that what they're doing is correct. They justify to themselves that, oh, one day I'll get off of it. There's a hope for the future. This is just temporary. They give themselves these excuses to make themselves feel better in the present. Same thing happens to other things. Your subconscious mind knows when you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. But your conscious mind makes an effort to justify it. Right? So, we're getting some deep wisdom here. But as a man, holy crap. Oh yeah. As a man, you can justify anything to yourself. Anything. For example, you sleep in the morning and you don't go to the gym. Oh, I needed to sleep in so that I could get more energy, so that I could work harder and make more money. Bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna cheat on my diet because I need more food so that I can have less brain fog, etc. Bullshit. Oh, I need to chill and watch this movie because, I need some time to relax. It's gonna help me XYZ. Bullshit. Right? So this is what I've realized personally. Anyone will justify anything to themselves. Nobody is in a position where they're making, I don't know, a shit, like not a lot of money. And they say to themselves, oh, I'm not making a lot of money. I'm a broke loser. No one has ever said that. People say, oh, I'm not doing bad. I can do better though, maybe a little bit, but I'm chilling. If someone is in a really painful state, they will change. Being in sales for a long time, I used to do fucking cold calls every day for like 6 months straight. I still take sales calls to this day. I take 3 to 4 sales calls every day. The magnitude of the pain someone's in will directly dictate the magnitude of the action somebody will take. It's very simple. If someone is in a lot of pain, hence they're not able to convince themselves that what they're doing is correct, then they will change, period, point blank. If someone is able to convince themselves that what they're doing is correct, and they're not in a lot of pain because they're able to convince themselves, hence excuses, hence other shit, then they won't change. And it's very simple. People don't change, right? Uh-oh. People will not change. And the only thing that happens, I'm gonna come over to this, I'm in this little sandbank right now. These little pheasants here. Little vlog here, look, there's like a little stage here. I'm gonna come sit on this stage. Is this sittable? Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. But yeah, what I was talking about is people don't change. I'm in the weight loss niche. I'm in the personal training niche. Personal trainers most of the time, 95% of the time, the people who sign up with personal trainers want to lose weight. Those people are in a state of pain, or should be in a state of pain, but they're actually not, because they convince themselves that they're fine. Oh, it's okay, you know, I've tried this, I've tried that, it's okay. Chocolate, I love chocolate so much, I'm a fat ass, etc. I've been on, probably in the past 20 days, I've probably been on upwards of 30 calls, 40 calls of people who want to lose weight, who are sick and, oh, I'm sick and tired. But they're not. People don't change. You could try your best to change people, but they just don't fucking change. Right? So the magnitude of pain that you're in dictates the magnitude of change that you're willing to take. So my question to you is, how badly do you want to change? Stop justifying bullshit to yourself. Stop telling yourself, oh, you know, I will change. Oh, you know, maybe in the future I may make a change. I want you to ask yourself, what do you truly want? I want you to ask yourself, are you truly happy with what you're accomplishing? Don't lie to yourself. If you're not 100% at that level where you're like, fuck yeah, then stop justifying bullshit to yourself. Because right now, I'm in Mexico. I could justify to myself, oh my God, I'm super happy. Everything's amazing. I get it, gratitude, amazing, whatever. But I'm not nearly near the goals that I want to achieve in my life. And keeping into account that people justify anything to themselves, what do you justify to yourself? Do you justify bullshit to yourself? Right? Do you justify random things that don't actually mean anything? Oh, but I'm doing this though. Oh, I just did this bullshit that, you know, I'm taking cold showers now. Oh, I'm doing this though, and it's gonna help me with X. Fuck you. You know what? Figure it out. Stop being a pussy. Grab your balls. Start doing the shit that you actually think you should do. For me, for example, I've been procrastinating forever on doing ads. I've been scared, actually. Fearful. Oh, I shouldn't do ads. I'm gonna leave it off until I go to Mexico. Now Mexico's hitting, and now I'm procrastinating even more. But I finally fucking took action. So the sooner you take action, even when I started my business, it took me forever to start doing outreach. And then what happened when I started doing outreach? I started signing clients. So things, even like an hour ago, I was on the beach. I saw this cute girl. And I probably sat there for 10-15 minutes. Oh, should I approach this girl? Didn't fucking do it. Oh, should I approach? And then I went back 5 minutes later, and then I approached her. I literally could have, my friend says this, I literally could have went up to her and barfed in her face. Literally went up to her and just fucking puked. That would have been better than not approaching her at all. Walked up to her, I said, hey, are you 40 years old? She said, no. I said, there's a lot of 40-year-olds here. She said, yeah, I'm younger. I'm like, cool. Where are you from? She's like, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, so do I. I'm like, so do I, I'm gay. She's like, oh really? I'm like, no. Where are you from? Just chopped it up. I could have easily justified to myself, oh, she's with her friends. Oh, you know, who cares? Whatever, I'm on vacation, you should relax instead of stressing yourself out. This is all just justification because your subconscious mind knows exactly what it should do, and you should listen to that. I could have easily justified to myself, oh, she's with her friend. She's on vacation, leave her alone. Leave her alone, she doesn't want to talk to you. Stop being a pussy, just go up, barf in front of her. I'd rather you barf in front of her. Same thing with business. Same thing with anyone. People just justify shit to themselves. Anything. So, if you're watching this video, I just rambled for 20 minutes. But if you're watching this video, my goal for you is to stop convincing yourself that you are okay. You are not okay. You need to change. You need to amplify your pain because your situation is not okay. Me right now, I'm making a decent amount of money. I'm traveling. I'm doing bullshit, whatever. I am not okay. I need to change. I often get really comfortable. Like a few days ago, I got paid a fair amount of money, like a decent amount of money from 3 clients. And I was like, holy crap, that feels nice. That feels good. I can't go like that. I need to be in the state of let's fucking move it. We still have a long way to go. I don't want to be in that state of justification. Amplify your pain, amplify the urgency. Let's fucking roll. This is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna keep vlogging. I'm gonna video some other shit, but thanks for watching. Let's keep rolling here. Another topic that I wanted to talk about today is reinforcing this one thing. I wanted to reinforce the fact that as a man, it is so easy to justify. What is a coconut? Am I correct? Soap. Well, there's definitely water in there. Fuck it. But what I wanted to talk about today, to add on top of that, is hindsight will always be 2020. When you look in your rearview mirror, you'll always see what you've driven by. You won't always see what you're driving towards. So people might say, oh, I should have done this, or oh, I should have done that, or oh, you know, I will do this. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't, and it's okay. Come to the fact that you don't know that everything you think's gonna happen is gonna happen, because it's not. The best thing you can do is realize that hindsight will always be 2020, and you should make the best decisions now. And those decisions, when I say best decisions, I mean decisions that may not feel the best. Oh, I'm scared to go up to that girl. Oh, I'm scared to fucking make that cold call. Fuck you. That's exactly why you won't be successful. You have to do different, get different. It's just a fucking ramble. It's a very simple concept, but a lot of people don't get it. Hindsight will always be 2020. You'll look in your rearview mirror, you'll always see, oh, I should have done that. But in the heat of the moment, you didn't. And that's because there was a very clear possibility of something else happening. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Something completely different, 100% could have happened. And that's just a possibility of it. And that could have been a better possibility than the one that you took that you potentially failed with. So I don't want to hear fucking anything, because there has to play a statistical factor of potential disorder in this entire thing. The best thing you could do is literally take the most ballsy decision, take the grandiose, most largest goal possible and fucking accomplish it, because there's a possibility you might fucking fail, and there's a possibility that what you're doing is completely wrong. So you might as well shoot for the top of the mountain rather than shooting for the middle of it. Because a lot of people oh, I should have done. In the heat of the moment, you didn't know that. So that's totally fine. The only thing is now that you know, what do you do now? What are you gonna fucking do now? And I think the best thing to do now is to make the most grandest fucking chess move of all time and take the biggest risk and the biggest play possible. And what that looks like is fucking going all in on the opponent's king and taking his shit as yours. Hence, you need, as a man, to take some self-responsibility and take what is yours. Business is war. Business is a game of who gets the customer, who gets the consumer. You need to fucking be a Genghis Khan. You need to be a Attila the Hun. You need to fucking go out and steal your consumer from your competitor. A lot of people will say business is win-win. Business is win-win, but a lot of business is fucking taking the heads off of your competitors. A lot of business is doming up your consumer as well. Consumers are trying to put you in their place, and it is your job to tell them off, and it's your job to put them in their place and tell them the truth, because people will have pipe dreams. We know this. So, are you gonna sit back, or are you gonna make the most grandiose play and become a fucking warlord and venture across Western Asia like Alexander the Great and keep going when your men tell you to stop? Or are you going to be a fucking vagina? Come on. You have so much more in you. You can make anything out of this life. If I can do it, it is super simple for you to do it. I'm getting my feet wet, walking with a little drink. Wake up, sun setting. Let's move here. I think it's a dip time. Let's go, come on. This phone's waterproof, so hope I don't have anything in my pocket. Uh-oh.